I have to share this since it's something that I just like been thinking about the past hour, bothering me. And if I don't share, well, it's fresh in my mind, then I'm gonna forget. So I've been researching a lot. I don't even know what I'm making or building or creating yet. I still haven't decided or figured it out, but it has to do with having a better understanding of us women like to know why things are the way they are. So we question a lot about, we're finding out the reason about the alcohol and the drug problems is because natives have only been introduced to alcohol and drugs the past, and bad food that's bad for your body. Our diet was so amazing. We had plants and meat, and we ate healthy, and we moved around, and we did stuff. So this sitting on the res in one spot, or being poor in the city, is making it hard for us to be healthy. But anyways, and our eating habits and the lovely fast food industry. But back to my original thoughts. So I'm looking up our gang problem, which now I'm looking at is pretty funny to me. And having an understanding of the initiatives for prevention and intervention, and all these task force and these commissioners and these public safety officers. And I don't know if the brothers know or realize, or if natives know or realize, or have thought about how many salaries we're paying, or if us Indians or us or the people in the community who are in poverty in programs, some programs, I'm not gonna say all, or the problems that we have, issues, concerns, whatever you want to call it, how many salaries we're paying, and how many people are making fucking bank off of us. All these police officers and judges and lawyers and criminal justice, and the social service and the foster care, like all these three. Let's not forget the education. Oh damn, did I just pretty much cover it all? Let's see, jails, prisons, foster care, drug and alcohol treatment centers, hospitals. Let me think. I covered it all. Yeah. How many people are making money from our problems, from our concerns, from our barriers, from our struggles, from our trauma, from our gaps, from all of that? How many people are eating good and sleeping good and investing in their future and sending their kids to college? Wow. It's not their fault. So the American government and the courts and all of that was built on taking care of the Indian problem, handling the Indian problem. And so adopting kids, little Indian kids, and assimilating them. So the government was built on assimilating. It was created for that reason alone. Ain't that some shit? Wow. Don't come after me now, because I found you out. That's so funny. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you because, like I said, it's bothering me. It's bothering the fuck out of me. And then look at how they're twisting the shit in North Dakota, how they're twisting the stories in the media, and, all these people are twisting all these stories on us. So just think about all the stories that have been twisted and have been made out for us to look like bad people and the bad guy and how bad we are. And they write up their reports, and because we refuse to write and we refuse to tell and we refuse to snitch, that's actually, I think, working against us in a way, because we're not speaking up for ourselves. my nephew, I'm not gonna say, or niece or somebody, one of my relatives, recently, or not too long ago, a couple years ago, sometime, I don't know, whenever, had a baby, and because they're quiet, they're little Indian kids, they're younger, well, they're not little, but they're younger, and they didn't advocate and they didn't speak up when the social workers were trying to take their baby. And so had they not had an auntie that's a big mouth and that advocates and that speaks up, they could have got over on them. They could have took their kid. But I'm like, no, hold up, wait a minute. He's got rights too. He's just as much. That's the father. You can't just take that baby and say, oh, because so and so or this and that or whoopty woo. Or same with the mother. You can't just say, oh, because this problem, like, we're finna just take the baby. And they could have took him and took advantage of him. And so how many of us don't speak up, and how many of us don't advocate and don't say or know how to speak the language? We know how to speak the language, but speak the language that they understand, I guess you can say it like that. So unless you know how to speak professionally and advocate, and even myself, I have a hard time advocating because I do know how to speak professionally. However, I also know, and I always revert to anger and frustration, and I get upset, and I have this a burden that I carry. I have this anger towards the system or people who obviously are trying to hurt my family, and so I walk around mad all the time, or I walk around feeling like I need to fight and put up a fight, like I'm always on guard, like and that's why they make us out to look so bad and talk shit about us and say that we're loud and we're mouthy and we're this or we're that, us city Indians, because we feel like we were bred or made to argue and fight. We have to fight for ours. We have to fight for what little bitty scraps and what little bitty whatever that you threw us or that we have left. And it gets kind of sickening. And then because we do, we look like we're Sabs. We're some Sabs. We laugh and joke about it and call ourselves Sabs, but yeah, we some Sabs. So I don't know. It's just frustrating. We need to learn how to speak up and advocate for ourselves for real, because otherwise nothing's gonna change. Nothing at all. So let's do that. Let's advocate. Let's learn how to speak up and how to be professional and how to use those customer service skills and how to survive and thrive in multiple worlds for multiple generations. Because if we don't teach our kids, look, we got to teach our kids how to speak the language and the culture and be respectful and be quiet and be good and mind their elders and their parents in the ceremonies and around that stuff. We have to learn how to teach our children how to advocate and be professional and speak up and survive and thrive and navigate the systems. And we also have to teach our children how to be street and be hood and not be naive and not be punks and how to handle those types of situations around their peers. Let me think. I don't know if I covered it all. Like our own, when they're on the res, of course you talk resi. When you're in the hood, you talk, sometimes you talk kind of ghetto. So we just had to learn, that's all, how to survive. And we'll be alright. We're going to be alright. I know we are. I got faith. I got faith in y'all. But you have to take advantage of the opportunities that are out there. And only you can do it. Like, ain't nobody finna get you up and do it for you. And I got to take my own advice because I need to get my ass up. I have a problem with sleeping in my damn self. So, alright. I love you. My people, you mean the most to me. Ikaw ba ba may ndok siya? Ndaki ase, pamilya, bopila.